8 free recruitment marketing tools next on the RecTech podcast.
Welcome to RecTech, the podcast where recruiting and technology intersect. Each month, you'll hear from vendors shaping the recruiting world, along with recruiters who'll tell you how they use technology to hire talent. Now, here's your host, the mad scientist of online recruiting, Chris Russell.
Hey everyone, welcome to RecTech, the only podcast that helps employers and recruiters connect with more candidates through technology-inspired conversations. The RecTech podcast, as always, is sponsored by our friends over at HireTool, the recruiter's best friend. HireTool's AI engine is a personal sourcing assistant that works for you 24/7. Check out the new version 3 and find more candidates online with HireTool on the web at hiretool.com, HireTual.com. And also sponsored by RoboRecruiter and their recruiting chatbot technology. RoboRecruiter's job vet campaigns help recruiters vet and select candidates for particular roles by building conversations that are personalized to each user. So head over to roborecruiter.ai and tell them you heard it on RecTech. All right, so this will be a solo show with me. Just put together a list of cool tools that I use and that employers and recruiters can use to improve their recruiting marketing efforts. You know, get more candidates, get more clicks, get more traffic, and just in overall, advertise their jobs or market their jobs in a much better fashion. So I got a list of 8 tools for you today. I'm going to list them and describe them briefly. In the show notes for the podcast, you'll see links to all these, and also on the blog post over at rectechmedia.com. So without further ado, let's get started. Tool number 1, legend.im. This tool animates 100 characters of text that you enter on a phone, on an iOS app, and turns into a 6-second video with a bunch of different sort of cool skins you can put on that little video. Think of it like an animated tweet, if you will. It's only for iOS. It's free. It's legend.im is the URL. And you can use this tool for your social media, obviously. It really, to highlight a job of the week, you can type in a job title, location, maybe a quick skill you're looking for in there, and put it out there into a 6-second video. Works great on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even LinkedIn you can use it on. So check out Legend. It's one of my go-to apps these days that I use for some clients as well. And it's one of the best, it's probably one of my go-to tools in my recruiting marketing toolbox today. It's called legend.im is the URL. All right, tool number 2 would be Ripple. Kind of a sort of a supercharged version of Legend, if you will. Ripple is basically a marketing tool in your pocket, and it's spelled RIPL, so it's RIPL.com if you are typing it in. It's a free tool for iOS and Android, but I pay the $10 per month for extra features, which gives you more templates, and also you can add your logo to each photo or video that you do. It basically turns pictures into videos, which is great for job listings, great for employer branding. You can really customize it in terms of the text, the coloring. It has royalty-free music you can just pick from and add to it. So think of taking up to 12 photos, turning those photos into a video slideshow with music, with your message on it in terms of text. Really great tool, probably my number 1 tool today, if I had to pick one in terms of using it for marketing purposes. Ripple is just an amazing tool. I love it, and I can't live without it these days. So check them out at ripple.com. That's RIPL.com. Next, let's talk about Repost for Instagram. So if you're a big Instagram user, I just did a whole course on how to recruit on Instagram. Sometimes you may have trouble coming up with content, but Repost for Instagram actually lets you repost other people's content onto your feed. The only catch is that in the little right-hand corner or left-hand corner of that post, you'll see that user's username from Instagram. So it's a great tool to kind of reshare, stuff you like on Instagram, whether it's a quote or a funny video or a meme, HR meme. You can follow some of those accounts and use it to basically build your own following as well. I have it on my phone. I don't use it enough, but it is a pretty great tool for reposting other people's content from Instagram and at the same time, it helps you grow your followers. So if you are an employer or recruiter on Instagram and you're looking to get more likes and clicks and followers, check out Repost for Instagram. I believe it's available for both iTunes and Android. So check that out. That's tool number 3. Number 4, and we're getting some other tools here, is Hellobar. Just started using it. Huge fan. So this is for your websites. You can plop it onto your ATS if you want to with a simple piece of code. Plop it onto your career site, your job board, whatever your blog, whatever it is. And it helps to highlight a call to action. And basically it displays a bar either at the top of the page or the bottom of the page. That bar can be set to appear immediately upon the page loading, after 5 or 10 seconds, for example, even upon people leaving. So once they click off the site, it'll also pop up as well. So it's kind of it's kind of a pop-up, but it only appears at the top or bottom in a small little frame, if you will. So it's kind of non-intrusive, which is one of the reasons I like it. And it will help to send you traffic to a page, promote some news, collect an email address. It will sync with some of your email providers out there, like a MailChimp. I just put it up on recruitingheadlines.com. So I'm using it right now to call attention to upcoming webinars that I'm doing. But anyone can use it. Any marketer can use it, whether you're an employer or not. Highlight a job of the week, highlight some news at your company, a blog post that you just wrote. It's a really great tool, and it's free. It's the best part about it. Comes with a dashboard to see all the stats and activity on that. It's a pretty cool tool. There is an upgraded feature too, which gives you more features, but I don't even think you need that. You can take off there's a small little branding icon on there with an H for Hellobar, but it's very non-intrusive, so I don't even think you need the paid version. But check out Hellobar, because it's a pretty cool tool that I've just started using and really recommend for marketers out there. And that's at hellobar.com. Again, there's a link in the show notes to that. All right. Next is MailChimp. If you are looking for a free email solution, MailChimp gives you 2,000 emails for free. So if you're just starting out with kind of email content marketing, it's a good tool to use because you can start for free, and as you build up your list, you don't have to pay for a while until you hit the 2,000 threshold. I've been a MailChimp user for many years now, probably at least 5 or 6. It's got an app as well, lets you see your stats, send campaigns, things like that. One of my killer features of MailChimp is the ability to resend a campaign to all the non-openers with kind of a one-click process. I do that from the app itself. So MailChimp is great if you're just starting out. If you want to build a list of candidates. At my last recruiting job, I used it to collect emails from job fairs, and we use that to target college students into kind of a newsletter list. So check out MailChimp.com if you want to get your start into email marketing. That's tool number 5. Number 6 would be StatCounter. So I recommend StatCounter as kind of an easier version of Google Analytics, if you will. Google Analytics itself can be a very complicated looking tool if you've never used it before. So if you're an employer listening to this and you want to kind of get started with some simple statistics, go to StatCounter.com. There is an app as well you can download once you create your account. It's free. I think I pay. It's free it collects a certain number of. It will collect a certain number of data for you on a monthly basis. It'll archive that. I pay $5 a month to have some additional bandwidth or storage on that. But you just need the free version. It gives you like a counter if you want to put that on your website, or you can make it invisible and choose the invisible version so no one sees that. The counter, or the public counter, actually will let others see your stats if you want to make that public if you want to. But StatCounter is kind of a simple version of web analytics that is easy to look at and easy to understand, I think, from just comparing it to a Google Analytics type of tool. So StatCounter.com, that's tool number 6. Tool number 7 is something new I just kind of heard about, which is Sumo. This is a great tool to grow your email list through viral giveaways. So if you do like contests, like a photo contest, or give away, an iPod or something, an iPad. I don't think anybody gives away iPods these days. They make it easy to grow those lists or followers through a giveaway or contest that you run. So that contest can be run through the Sumo app itself. You throw a simple piece of code on your site, kind of like Hellobar, and it helps you to promote that contest across your social media channels and both grow those channels and or grow your email list to do that. So kingsumo.com is where you would find that. So again, I think it's if you're a social recruiter and you're looking to do something viral like that, a contest or giveaway is a great way to do that. And Sumo is a tool you can put in place to make that happen. All right, and finally, number 8, shout out to my friends over at Baird Advertising Agency. They made an EB calculator, an employer brand calculator. It's located at bairdad.com/EB-calculator. And you basically throw in some data onto the page, company data, company size, turnover, average salary, cost per hire, growth targets, and it will spit back some sample data to you in terms of the ROI you can save through employer branding. So I think it's a cool tool that you can check out. Curious to hear your feedback on it. If you want to shoot them a tweet or shoot me a tweet. It's, again, a new free tool they just put out, employer brand calculator over at bairdad.com. So check that out. So that's 8 free tools to kind of supercharge your recruiting marketing efforts, your job marketing out there. Tools, most of the tools I use, so I recommend them overall. And I think that, part of being a recruiting marketer today is leveraging the cool tools out there to drive traffic to your jobs, to get applicants, to get followers, to promote your brand overall. So if you need help with any of this, I'm certainly available for hire on an hourly basis. If you need any help, I do things like write employer value propositions, I help you create videos, I run your job marketing efforts overall, your campaigns across both job boards, vendors like Indeed and Facebook, things like that. So feel free to give me a ring over at rectechmedia.com. And thanks for listening. I appreciate the downloads. We're getting over 1,000 downloads a month now with the show, and really appreciate all the feedback out there. And looking forward to bringing you more episodes in the near future here. So that's going to do it for this edition of the RecTech podcast. Thanks again to my sponsors, HireTool and RoboRecruiter. And if you're a vendor out there who wants to be a sponsor of the show, give me a ring, Chris at rectechmedia.com. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the show via iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, and Stitcher Radio. Coming soon to Spotify too. And stay tuned for the next episode with Brad Goldor from the recruitment software company Phenom People, which just got millions of dollars in funding. So we'll talk to them about their product. Thanks for listening, everyone. And remember, always be recruiting.
Another episode of RecTech is in the books. Follow Chris on Twitter at Chris Russell or visit rectechmedia.com, where you can find the audio and links for this show on our blog. RecTech Media helps both HR tech firms and employers to get more clients or candidates through our consulting practice and online tools. So be sure to check out our sites like recruiting headlines, job fairing, and more to stay up to date on what's happening in recruiting. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon on the next episode of RecTech, the Recruiting Technology Podcast.